Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode with me, Baelfire, and today we're back in Space Engineers, as you can clearly see, and I've been a little bit busy. Who am I kidding? I've been a lot of bit busy working on beans. As you can see, complete. Oh lord. Do not land on my solar panel, please. My solar panels? You're basically fine. You're hurting a little bit. Weird. Oh. Oh lord. Do you also have a shield generator active? No, probably not. That is close enough, right? I assume so. But that's not important right now. Right? What is important is beans. There we go. So yeah, I've been working on beans for a little while, off camera. It hasn't been going 100% smooth with me needing to redesign a couple different aspects, but other than that, it's been going pretty well. And as you can clearly see, beans is significantly larger now. Longer and wider. That's due to me wanting both more storage space, being 10,000 liters now, and more excess power. Because the plan is for beans to follow me basically everywhere. Now, do I think beans will be able to follow me up a mountain? No, I don't think so. Am I hoping beans will be able to follow me up a mountain? Yes. Do I think that's actually going to happen? Absolutely not. Which way? Negative is towards the back. And honestly, so far, I'm very happy with how Beans is working. Or looking, not working, because Beans is not working at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yes, I have unfortunately gotten rid of all of the event controllers to rebuild Beans. So yes, that means the timer's gone and all of that is also missing. Which, not great. Not absolutely horrible. Could be significantly better. This is a left wheel. Okay. One by one. And it is to where the yellow is up. Never mind, it would not be like that. It would be the other way around. Alright. I also need to go through and basically scrub the entire mod pack with non-compatible weapons. Or scrub it of all non-compatible weapons. Alright. Then last but not least is the final wheel on this leg. There we go. That's the right way around. So now I just need to copy the armor, which that is easy enough. Alright. So now, what I'm going to do is grab a timer block really quick. And I'll just place one for now. Timer block, setup actions. Probably helps when Beans is not connected. There we go. Event. Nope, not event. Timer block. There we go. Setup actions. Can't I tell you to rotate to angle 0? Sure. Oh, that's what it means by label. Okay. Rotate to angle 0. Now all of the hinges. I'll do the hinges, then I'll go recharge. Drone strike. Yay. Fantastic. Probably from that place with all of the data packages that are being received. Okay. Set of actions. Okay. And will I have just enough space? Looks like I will. All of you are on. Good. And there we go. Legs are reset. Alright. So that makes things, assuming I don't fall, very nice to just have on hand a, quite literally, reset button. So then the front legs shouldn't need any of this extra, or shouldn't need the extra joint in the back. But what I will need to do is extend this, unfortunately. Because the current, yeah, I'll call it a docking platform. Is way too small. There we go, that's better. And I'll bring this farther out by 2, just to be safe. When did I lose? I lost another wind turbine. When did that happen? There we go. Still good? At least on the power side? Really good on the power side. Okay. Alright, so I'm thinking making a similar shape as I have with the back legs right now. Just simply because I like the profile and it looks fairly good. I'm surprised I was able to eyeball that. Yeah, it's only 2. I'm surprised by that. Oh well. Alright. There's that part of the leg. Alright. Oh man. Just needed to stretch and then... And then let me finish renaming you. There we go. Now they're properly named, so I can, if I choose to, just have them at a set rotation, which I might do. Alright, next step. So, honestly, I am a fan of having the negative face backwards. And let me also go ahead and let me build the two sides at the same time, at least of this upper section. All right. And honestly, I'm thinking I might start making it, or I might make it so that all of the enemies can only use the base game equipment, because I'm pretty sure a lot of them are having trouble with the modded weaponry. But I'm not 100% sure on that yet. Okay, I did use a whole block. There we go. 3, 4, 5. Well, it's technically 4 blocks on each one. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That looks too short. 4. At least I'm hoping. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Yeah, that looks fine. And you may be wondering, why am I getting rid of that? Well, that's because I used a right suspension on it. Dear Lord. Well, I just need to make sure that one annoying problem I've had occur multiple times. I really need to set limits for this turret. There. That's fixed. And of course, now that I look at it, they look way too... Well, hang on. That's not fair to say. And you should definitely not be above 60. There we go. This time I do actually want the velocity to be 0. Oh, these should also be... Yeah, that I think is pretty good. Should not have a limit above 0. Yeah, that... I'll say that looks a lot better. Looks a lot better than it did. Huh? What are your limits set to? That would be why. Okay. So the ankles will be set to a minimum of 15. At least the back ones will be. Okay, so you are rotated to 19 degrees, so you'll need to rotate to 19 degrees as well. Ooh. Oh, that should be negative 360. Okay, then. Or wait, hang on, no. 360 minus 19 needs to be 41. Well, if that is where I'm having you stand... Honestly, yeah, no, I think those are perfectly long enough. Alright. Give me a moment, I'll be right back. Sorry about that, I'm back. And I've just... Alright, so now I'm going to figure out where I'm going to place a hinge for the timer. Not a hinge, a rotor. And I would like this spot to be permanent, but... I could do it there, I could do it up here. Honestly, what I'm thinking... is this will go right here. And you'll have a lot of braking torque. And just so I can make sure that it's actually working properly. Which means also I will need a temporary seat. And temporary seat acquired. Alright. There's all that. Then this time I'll be using 2 thrusters. I'm still not used to all of the thrusters being on the same block. So then this one, I'll put, I guess on top. Beans, batteries. Recharge on off. Okay, good. So now forward. I have no idea why my keyboard is acting up. Sometimes it'll be nice and say, oh yeah, hey, you'll only type what you want. Or other times it's going to be, hey, you can't type anything. And then the final one is, I'm going to type 2 or 3 more of what you need. I did rename you backward, right? I did. Timer backward. Thrust percent. If it is greater than 1%. Now for the fun part. When I need timer, there it is. When true, turn rotor lock off. When false, turn it on. What? How are you moving if your rotor lock's on? So you're telling me that rotor lock does not do what I think it does. Got it. Gotcha. Good to know. So now you are off. There we go. That's working now. Timer backward, on the other hand, you need to turn on when true, turn off when false, and also while true, you need to reverse. And then while false, you need to reverse. Good. So that is the right way. That is the wrong way. Backward. So why doesn't it work when I do it, but when... Let me see this. Good. Not good. So you're going at 10 RPMs. That's not right. Yeah, that is really not right. Okay. How did I do it originally? I could do set velocity, but I really don't want to mess with that. Because then when I want to change the timing, I have to go back into the programmable block, which I want to avoid. So when backward is true, right? When backward is true, it'll reverse. When forward is true, I guess it'll also reverse. Minus 10 RPMs, or minus 10. Another Raider drop pod. So why are you resetting? My dampeners are still off, right? They are. Dear Lord. Yeah, I am so confused. Oh, wait. Unless it's triggering twice because I'm using 2 thrusters. Oh my god. That was it? Well, now I'm a little upset. Okay, it's probably taken care of. Yeah, I would say it's taken care of.
Inventory full.
Woo! I am highly doubtful that the shield... Excuse me. The shield controller survived, but I don't think the emitter survived. That's a shame. Because I already have a secondary controller. Okay. So that's good to know why it wasn't working, because I needed an AND gate. Okay. Beans connector. Alright, so are the 2 timer blocks. Then this one will get painted yellow. And I would paint beans. I might be able to paint beans. Connector. Assuming the rear legs were on. I will do this quickly. Please tell me I have enough thrust to fix this. I somehow have had enough thrust to fix it. And then the 2 stubborn ones. At max, I'll say they should probably be at maybe a 70. But the biggest thing right now is none of the wheels need any friction. There, that should help a lot more. I should also probably get a gyroscope or 2 on here. So I will I'll just put 1 on for now, because I don't need anything too extravagant. Okay, so now, let me go ahead and rename that event controller to battery control. Battery control. If, let's see, connector connected, beans connector, you are going to when it is true, recharge is going to turn on, and when it is false, recharge or discharge will turn on. Perfect. Okay, that makes things real easy. And really nice to play with, too. Now, if I can, I would love Beans to get a little bit closer to the ground because I'm done building his legs. Ew. That would fully explain why that leg isn't moving. And then, of course, the limit of the leg. Ooh, and that velocity needs to fall. And so does yours. And yours. And let me guess, yours too? Yep. Alright. So now with that control set up, that makes things a lot easier for the future. And I really should have used that for the initial variant of Beans. Alright. So there's all that. Now, the next step is to get the event controllers to toggle lights. Let me just ensure that everything's still... Ooh, okay. Yes, all of that is still working. Yes, that is working. Good. All right. Nothing like a good scare. All right. So that's working. So now... Okay. I guess I'll take, what, 3? Well, no, it's a 4-step process, I think, right? To Google. How many steps there in a dog walk? It's a dog walk cycle is a 4-beat gait with a sequence of 4 steps per cycle. Through a specific number of steps for a full walk cycle isn't commonly used metric because a step is counted for each of their 4 limbs. During a normal walk, the dog's body weight is supported by 3 limbs at all times and by 2 limbs at others, creating a different combination or different combinations of limb support through the cycle. So I will be using the technically, first of all, dear Lord, that was above my head. Sorry about that. Let me just... Alright. So again, it's just a repeat of what I did last time. These I will paint, I guess, blue. And then the plan is to have Beans be a long-range support. Alright. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, so this part is probably the easiest. Step 1 through... That's right, I can't do it like that, but I can do angle changed. Nope. Alright. So now this one... That's not altitude. Or that shouldn't be altitude. That should be angle changed. Those all are fine. I know it needs to be of timer on all of these. And then final one. There we go. So you need to be... I'll say 1 degree. You'll be 91. You'll be 181 and 271. Alright. So now I need some lights, which I think I'll put one on each leg just to make it easier. Okay. Now, where are the lights? And construction components, I need 4. Why not? Oh, hang on. Honestly, I'm liking the way that looks so far. And that makes them nice and easy to see. All right. Excuse me. This would be so much easier to do from the terminal, I think. Oh, I'm hitting L, that's why it wasn't working. And nah. I'll do it out here. Step 4. All right. All right. So step 1 will be turn on when true and off when false. Step 2, same exact thing. On when true, off when false. More of the same. On true, off false. On true and off false. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I can speed this up basically as much as I want. Oh no. So this cannot be there. I'm seeing that now. But when it is false, you should be able to reverse again. Nope. So you should be positive right now. And are you huh? That's not great. Is there another option I have? Nope, not really. Okay, I think I'll just set them up. Or I'll figure something out. I'm not sure what yet, but I'll figure it out. But there we go. Beans is pretty much, at least the frame of Beans is built. Next up will be the actual walking gate and, ow. The walking gate, the AI, all of that, which I haven't done yet, but I've done enough flyers that I know how to do the AI fairly easily now. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. Please don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, all that amazing stuff. And I will see all of you in the next episode. Bye, guys.